If there's one thing that's good for your health, at least for your mental health, it's watching good movies. That's why 2024 is being considered the healthiest year ever. Do you know about all the movies that will be released in this historic year? If you're in doubt or want to know everything about the most incredible releases of this year, stick with us until the end. Number 9. Kung Fu Panda 4. If there are two things animation fans love, it's comedy and action. And when you have both in the same film, it's practically a perfect combo. That's exactly what Kung Fu Panda 4 is all about. In March, the fourth installment of the Dragon Warrior hits theaters, and you will see Po searching for a successor to his mantle as protector of the Valley of Peace while facing off against the franchise ultimate villain, the Chameleon. And to be honest, it's going to be really cool to see Tai Lung once again. Although I'm much more of a Po fan.
Skadoosh. Stand back. I'm gonna kick my butt.
Number 8. Spider-Man 3 Beyond the Spider-Verse. If you haven't watched the first two Miles Morales movies yet, you don't know what incredible movies you're missing. Released in 2018 and 2023, they are simply amazing. To end the trilogy on a high note and try to save his father's life, it will definitely be worth following the outcome of this adventure. And who knows, maybe even seeing Miles and Gwen becoming a couple that practically everyone shipped since the first movie. In March 2024, we'll find out how all of this will end. And who knows, maybe another trilogy is starting.
I can't do that.
I can do both!
All stations, stop SpiderMan!
You? Me?
Number 7. Garfield. Since the trailer of the new Garfield movie was released, fans of animated movies and fans of the world's laziest cats have been eager to see how Garfield will survive an adventure alongside his irresponsible father and his ever-faithful friend Odie. This is a question that still has no answer, but surely this promises to be one of the most entertaining movies of 2024. It will be released in theaters in May. I'll eat my lasagna while I wait.
And that's how I adopted John.
Number 6. Inside Out 2. Speaking of fun movies, surely one of the most anticipated ones will come right after. That's because in June, we'll finally have the chance to see Riley 2 years older and all her old and who would have thought new emotions. According to trailers and teasers we've had so far, we can see that Riley is becoming an even better hockey athlete, and surely this will mess with her mind, as well as a possible romance that is almost certain to happen. I don't know about you, but I'm very excited to see this amazing sequel to one of my favorite Disney Pixar movies. And if you also enjoy animated movies, subscribe to the channel here so you don't miss our next videos.
Joy, I'm just curious, maybe I could
Thank you,
help.
not now.
Yeah.
That's not gonna haunt us for the rest of our lives at all.
Number 5. Deadpool 3. Speaking of Disney, in the wake of the company, in the following month, July 2024, we'll have another release of a slightly more adult and violent movie based on the craziest anti-hero in comics, Deadpool. And the new thing this time is the almost omnipresent and immortal presence of the toughest and most famous X-Men of all time, Wolverine. Seeing these two together will be simply sensational. And it's not just me who thinks so. Millions of fans who will watch the movie as soon as it's released in theaters think the same. July is the month of crazy heroism once again. Number 4. Mufasa. Still talking about Disney movies, we'll have another live-action film from the Lion King franchise being released. But this time, it won't be a sequel but rather a prequel, which are those movies that tell stories that take place before the ones we watched in the first movie. The new movie will tell the story of the childhood and youth of the incredible King Mufasa, the greatest among all lions, and how his brother Scar became the villain that we all, without exception, hate in Simba's movies. Despite being for children, the movie promises to be memorable and profound. Its release is set for July 2024, and I'll make sure to see it in the theaters because I'm a huge fan of everything related to the Lion King.
And the circle of life.
Number 3. Despicable Me 4. Now, let's talk about the movie that's simply the most talked about film of 2024. And it couldn't be different, right? After all, who doesn't want to watch the Minions, Gru, and his family once again, with the addition of the newest family member? This time, we know that Gru and the family will need to hide from Maxim Malal, an old colleague and Gru's enemy seeking revenge. In addition, we also have a new character, Poppy, who supposedly is just Gru's neighbor. But I think she's somehow related to him since she's also an aspiring villain and a huge fan of Gru. In July 2024, we'll be able to uncover all these mysteries and check out this super film. If you've made it this far, it's because you love movies just like us. If that's true, tell us which movie from this list you want to watch the most.
What?
Number 2. Moana II. And now, let's talk about the most shocking movie of 2024, Moana II. Because Disney simply took everyone by surprise and announced out of nowhere that in November 2024, it will release the sequel to the 2016 film Moana. This comes after some time ago announcing the live-action film that will also be released but in 2025. Regarding the 2024 film, it will be completely animated just like the 2016 one and will continue the story from where the last movie left off. Initially, Disney was going to release an animated series of Moana on its streaming platform but ended up changing it to a film. Honestly, I think it was a great decision because I'm a huge fan of the adventurous princess film, especially since I heard that maybe in Moana 2, we'll see Moana and Maui becoming a couple. Will we? I'd love to see that. Number 1. Sonic 3. Ever heard the phrase, "The last shall be first"? Well, when it comes to Sonic 3 movie, this is absolutely true. The movie, which will be released in December 2024, will bring the fastest hedgehog of all, capable of beating anyone in a speed race. The film promises to be an incredible adventure as it is confirmed that the supervillain Dr. Robotnik will resurface, God knows how, from the ashes. In addition, we'll have one of the strongest characters from the game making his debut, Shadow, the shadowy hedgehog. Shadow's arrival has a deep and very dark history with the Robotnik family, besides being considered one of the main defenders of planet Earth. Let me tell you the truth, I'm counting the months until December comes to check out the story. It's going to be really cool.
Stand still and die!
For a guy named Knuckles, you are really bad at punching.
These are the 9 most anticipated movies of 2024 and I'm definitely going to watch all of them. And you? The video is ending, but we've left 2 incredible videos for you to keep enjoying our content. Just choose one of them and keep having fun. Thanks and see you next time.